Welcome to Give Permission to Ask Questions on a Monday morning. And this morning is a holiday Monday. And I'm like, ooh, still get a videotape, give permission to ask questions. Because I believe as an employment specialist, in order to get better, in order to improve life, you ask questions. And I'm working on one of my chapters, Dare to be Audacious. And sometimes we're loud and people laugh at us because we don't know. And honestly, in today's life, accidents, you don't see a lot of people make mistakes. It's like mistakes are hidden from society. You try everything to be perfect, but life is not perfect. And like the fool plays a lot in my life, but I laugh about it. Some people are like, why are you laughing? That's not funny. And so there's this weird dance between like humor and playfulness and like just being rude, just laughing at people when you shouldn't laugh at them. But like life is meant to be enjoyed, period. So I'm going to play the vulnerability card. I mark it with the dream career and like, look at me, I have my dream career, yay! But like behind the scenes, life is very arduous sometimes. My first year of business was really, really fun, and it was a lot of like new experiences. This was my second year in business, and it was around to ding, 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 grace and glory, which is what my book is called. But like breaking my ankle sucked. This summer sucked. So what I want to give permission to ask questions for today is give permission to have that depression. And like, I know everyone's like, oh, depression's like a bad word, and like you have to get out of your depression. You have to get out of your depression. Sometimes you need to sit in shit because life sucks. There, I said it. So I recovered from a serious heart condition, and that was probably like the best healing journey that I could go on. It was peace and it was surrender and it was like the slow play of life to enjoy life. And like it wasn't hard. I wasn't sweaty. I went on walks. I ate right. I exercised, and it was really, really quiet. I live my life in this really quiet bubble of Lorette. I have a lot of walls up in my life. But they're slowly coming down. So I just had once COVID's been tough, but like I did okay. Once I broke my ankle, it was like, then no one would see me. Then no one would hang out with me. Then no one was around for the healing journey. And then part of healing and learning how to walk, it's so easy that it was hard for me. Like, it's so hard to watch people around me walk easy. And it was so hard for me to look like a normal human walking. So everything sucked this summer. This has been a shitty summer. There was a lot of depression, and it was weird because my feelings almost like cloaked to sadness, and I couldn't get happy. And like I have a really good persona of like delightfully optimistic, and I really am in life. Like, I'm optimistic about the future. But why delightfully optimistic? Because like when depression hits, oh, it's a fierce one. And like I know life is like waves in the ocean, and sometimes you hit and you crash, especially when you have these amazing wins in your life. Like there's amazing wins, amazing losses that just desecrate you. So then you have to rebuild. And every time you have these amazing level ups and new echelons, it's almost like you love the moment before and you want to go back to that moment, but you have more moments in life to accomplish and more life to live. But I just remember like exercising on my bike for the first time, because again, like exercising a bike with a broken ankle or with the recovery of a broken ankle is so hard. The first time I was like, I don't even know if my ankle can like actually spin this pedal, and it was really weird. It was really slow, and it's really hard because I used to be really good at walking, and then I suck at walking. I suck at a main life attribute that's really easy. So when I was sitting there pedaling, feeling sad, and it's weird because it wasn't even a feeling, it was a feeling of like no feelings, where no feelings could get in, no feelings could get out. It was just this dry, lifeless feeling. So there's nothing worse than it was almost worse than sadness because it was the absence of feelings altogether. There wasn't a flow of like happy or sad. It was like in between. And I know what sadness feels like. I know what happiness feels like. It was almost like nothing. I felt like nothing mattered, nothing existed. So a good ego death goes a long way. And like those beautiful little 40s, which I am not, but I'm heading into my 40s in 2 years. So I'm still 38, guys. Man, is that rough. But like eventually joy comes in the morning. So there's also been like a lot of sadness. My dad's dog died, which is super sad. So, and like I have a dog and I've been living at my dad's house because his wife is in Paris and dad's like, come live with me for a month. I'm like, okay. And so like reconnecting with people that are sad sometimes makes you sad because people share energy and share experiences together. And really you share experiences through feelings, and like the feeling of depression and just like not being able to do really easy things has sucked. And like running a company while learning how to walk again is like learning how to run my company again. And there's flows to work, there's flows to running a company, which is sell every day and like make videos every day and market every day and enjoy the journey every day. But like sometimes you don't want to enjoy the journey. I hate summer, number one, to begin with. I love a good winter. I'm a hot little Viking princess winter girl. So I'm like, why? Why summer? Why? Go away, summer. So thank you for being September and summer is almost over. Yes. There's one thing that I'm good at in life, which is understanding your top 4 values and having conversations with people about them enjoying their life and in them enjoying their career. Career development is not about quitting your job. It's about creating a life that you love. And like, even when you created a life that you love, you can be depressed. There, I said it. So like, take the reps, take the routine. Joy does come in the morning. That's also like, feelings aren't stagnant. They will come and go and flow. And like, I think my depression was all summer. But I still had good ups and I had good downs. And I finally hit like, yay, manifestation level where I was happy, which is good. So like, do you expect to be happy again in your sadness? And like, do you have questions like, I'm sad, that's absolutely okay, now what? It's not about fixing the sadness, it's about flowing through the sadness. So when I am sad, I can help other people. When I am sad, I can encourage people. When I am sad, I can do self-care. And like, there's nothing more intimate than your sadness. And really, I think that sadness is giving yourself permission to look after yourself and like care about yourself and love yourself and have conversations with yourself. No one says that like, do you know that your depression is a gift? What? Everyone's like, oh, depression, bad word, don't talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it in a different way. I'm going to be like, your depression is telling you something, i.e. you are sad, i.e. something in your life needs to be worked through, because the secularity of life is like sadness, then life, then new birth, and then sadness. There's sadness in life. And really, instead of ignoring the sadness, sometimes you have to lean into sadness. Sometimes you have to lean into the stuff that sucks so that you can have conversations and you can discuss them and you can share your burden with other people.